Hey Libra, what's up? What's good? What's happening? Welcome in, welcome back. This is going to be a general message. Ooh. Take what fits, leave what doesn't. You don't have to be a Libra for this to hit home. You could also be watching for a Libra that you care about, as long as it's for good reasons, right? Priestess, how are you being called to step up and lead? High Priest, High Priestess. It's never about gender. I've got a bunch of men in the comments asking if these readings are also for you. Yes, they're for everybody. They're for everybody. And I'll try to make that more clear, more obvious. Okay, so how are you being called to step up and lead? It's just an inner knowing. You know what you're drawn to. You know what you're repulsed by. It's not about that. It's not about the repulsion. It's not about the running. It's not about any of that. It's about the where are you comfortable? What is comfortable for you? Something about coming straight down. Something is coming straight down. Transformation. Yeah, see how that DNA is coming like straight down? It's like downloads or messages or something is coming straight to you. It might not necessarily be down, but it's straight to you. Dance with life. Interesting. Do something to change your energy. You've been wanting this change. You've been wanting this shift. Well, you're manifesting it. Warrior woman, have you answered your deepest calling? The calling to step up and lead. You are definitely, yeah, there's something you need to do here. Libra or someone dealing with Libra. There is heavy cross-watcher energy on this. Okay, so you might not be a Libra. You might be dealing with one though. So again, take it how it fits. If you got a vice versa, the roles, have at it. We also had Anna, grandmother of Jesus. This is about seeding the light. This is about setting foundations, blueprints, drawing up the plans. Oh, excuse me. I heard a final draft. It's a final draft. Something heavy on the chest. Somebody's trying to break it up. I usually tap, like fingertip, but there's somebody here that you tap, but like almost like you knock with your knuckles. I like that too, though. Yeah, that feels nice too. Anyways, somebody's got pressure on their chest and you're doing something there to break it up. Somebody fidgets a lot as well. That's just confirmation. What deck? I usually do this before I start the camera. Yes. We're going to use the purple tarot. I just lost a slipper. Cinderella, glass slipper. This is a high priest, high priestess. You're not waiting for somebody to save you. You're stepping the fuck up. Saving yourself. I don't even think you're necessarily saving yourself. I think it's more so you're choosing to live for yourself. That's what Libra is doing. Libra is choosing Libra. They're about to unleash some kind of magic, some kind of power, some kind of... Holy shit. That was cool. I can do that. That's me. Okay. Somebody's essentially being wowed by themselves. That's what's happening to Libra right now. They're being called to step up and live for themselves. Okay, 7 of Wands. 9 of Wands. Yeah, it's not about being defensive. It's about choosing to no longer be a victim. You could say that you're a survivor. You could say that you're a warrior. Or you could just say that you're no longer held back by your past. Your past doesn't define you. you know, whatever title, whatever, you know, that you're more comfortable with, that's more suiting for you. I just feel like you're not necessarily defensive. You were. Yeah, Ace of Swords. Preach, right? Speak some facts. Clearing the way. So precise. Okay. What's Sinclair, the little sister on Stranger Things? Just the facts. Just the facts. I'm almost getting like, if you were to regurgitate some things that you've been through, you know, to tell the story to somebody new that hasn't heard it before, they'd be like, you really went through all of that? You're like, yeah, sometimes you forget what you've been through because that's how detached from it you are, because it doesn't define who you are. It doesn't. I feel like you are somebody that has set one hell of an example of how to not fall into victimhood. Like, this is how you don't become a victim or get stuck in that energy. I feel like you care a lot about the people around you. Even if you've just met them, you have this natural born mom energy within you. Men, you too. There's just this, I want to see good things happen to good people, and there's good people all around. I see them all the time. Sure, I see other people and other things too, but my main goal, my main focus is to see good things happen to good people, or to be able to help the people that actually want the help, that will do something with that. There's something about these swords. I almost wonder if you had, Remnar, not the time. Sorry, you'll have to excuse him. He's not new. He's just a pain. I feel like you were in some kind of battle in a past life. I do think you died on the field. And you might have to go back to that field and transmute that energy. It's going to happen in a dream or in a meditation. Yeah. And if you're having a hard time with the meditation, water will help. Draw yourself a bath. Do some dishes by hand, obviously. Even if you just like stick your feet in a bowl of water or something, that could help too. Okay, Page of Wands. Oh, we had a flipper. See you. Page of Swords. This is a face-to-face conversation that's coming up for somebody here. Can I get a card to indicate what this conversation is in regards to? Thank you. The Queen of Wands. How you move. How you do. Oh, this feels like... your ancestors are very proud of you, and there could be people around you that look up to you because you, again, set the example. Excuse me, and it's helped them. Five of Pentacles. In times of loss, in times of emptiness, in times of nothingness. I can feel that. I feel like you were there for someone when they needed to mourn, and for some of you guys, you didn't even say anything. You were just there. And that's all they needed, to just not be alone. Not to have to be forced to talk about it, but to just not be alone. Yeah. It's almost like they felt more understood by that than anybody else that checked in on them. But that's just how they're receiving it. And it's not to downplay anybody else that checked in on this person at all whatsoever. It's just one of those situations where, you know how you need a hug from a certain somebody and you can get hugs from all these other people, but it's not that one person that you need the hug from, so you still need a hug. It's like that. But the way that you can just, your presence alone, knowing that you give a shit about somebody alone, can fuel them in ways. I don't think you understand how highly revered you are. But I think there's going to be a face-to-face conversation where you do start to see it. Some of you do see it, but you've already addressed that. It feels like that ego, right? There's that transmutation again. It's because you don't boast about that. Probably why you're at the queen and not the king, because you don't want that king, because you're maybe a little intimidated or feel like you have a little more, you want to be more comfortable in the queen before you advance to the king, because new levels, new devils, and you just want to be more comfortable here. But that could also be what the face-to-face conversation is about, is that you are ready. Because you're showing up, first card out, most important card of the reading, High Priest, High Priestess. This is all the kings, all the queens, the emperor, the empress, all in one. So you already have the king. You're just more comfortable in the queen at the moment. And that could also be because your information is coming from pages. So maybe you don't have all the cards. You don't have all the information. You don't know all the things to feel comfortable enough to make a King of Wands, that absolute leader, next step, right? Like, this is a process. You're not defensive. You just need more information. Ooh, I hope there's not some kind of miscommunication. Maybe that's why I was getting a lot of cross-watcher energy. Sometimes Libras don't know how to explain and like, listen, same. Sometimes we don't know how to explain it, so we try and it comes out wrong and we feel like if we could just be kind and rewind, that'd be great, but you can't. Okay. So hopefully Libra is not getting frustrated and ending the conversation. They actually take a moment to reword how it needs to be. Maybe there's a feeling of being rushed, or a feeling of something is just not mature enough, not ready. Yeah. What else do we have on? The Emperor in reverse, Judgment, Four of Swords. That's coming to an end. Four of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, Justice. That makes perfect sense. Yeah, Eight of Cups, walking away from that. So that's like the final, or not the final, I'm sorry. That's the current thing that you are changing, transforming, transmutating. Sounds so weird. Something that was out of control is being called out from all angles. Four of Swords. Pause. Because that's the Death card, one of the Death cards. Judgment is a resurrection card. Something you thought was done was out of control. Something you needed to step away from. What am I reading for? Something you needed to step away from has had time to mature and is now ready. I'm literally seeing a bunch of like fruits and vegetables. This is a vast farm. There's a lot of stuff here. And it just seems like everything you could just pick and eat. Everything's ready. Everything's good to go. There could be something about, it's making me think of like apple orchards or pumpkin patches or a countryside vendors, like, you know. Sorry, my brain is getting so many messages at once. I'm trying to get the gist of it right now. This feels a lot of natural. It's a lot of natural that's coming your way. Oh, I get it. I get it. I get it. You know what this is? Especially if you use purple tarot. Blue flame, violet flame, you are taking energy and you are transmuting it. So it could be negative, but essentially what you're doing it is you are stripping it of light and dark, and you're simply allowing it to be gray. You're allowing it to just be energy. It doesn't have any necessarily pH balance to it. It's neutral, okay? Then you can tweak and do with it what you please. And what you're trying to do with it is almost like, I'm not supposed to say. I get it. I'm not supposed to say that part. That's why the Ace of Swords. I can't say too much. I've already said it, though. Is the funny part. I've already said it. Something that was out of control is now something that you had to walk away from. For some of you guys, this is actually one of those never say never. I'm talking about the Emperor reversed. We got a 4-4, and it's 4:04 on my clocks. So fours could be significant as well. But never say never. Something you thought was dead is over. Energetically, you knew it wasn't. Spiritually, you knew it wasn't. But maybe you were thinking another lifetime. Actually, though, it's this lifetime. It's about to become very obvious. Pay attention to the numbers. Fours are all about home, family relationships, foundations. It's also a very physical, pentacle, earthy type of energy. So even financial. I'm about to run out of time. I'm going to have to leave it here because I'm going to run out of time. But yeah, definitely look forward to a face-to-face conversation. It's positive. It's a lot, but it's positive. I'm going to leave this right here. And I know this is going to help who it needs to, how it needs to. So I'm just going to say, I love you guys. And I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay beautiful.